just kind of walk us through this week. Coach Brown tested positive for COVID, and you and Quincy have kind of taken over. Just kind of walk us through like what new responsibilities you have, if anything changed, or.
There wasn't really a ton of difference. We found out Wednesday morning, and this was something that we've kind of been preparing for. Where, Michael said even back in the fall and football season, if somebody's positive, we're playing and you guys got to move on, and we knew that this might happen. So it's something we didn't want to have happen, but we've been somewhat preparing for it, so it wasn't like we weren't ready, and I think we were fine. So the responsibilities, it wasn't that big a deal. It was more getting set with the travel and preparing for UTPB. So.
A couple of great games with UTPB over the week. Getting back on track after having the home streak winning.
Yeah, and sometimes there's things that happen when you lose, and you want to learn from it, but then you got to get rid of it. You can't let it linger. And I think we came out Thursday and we really played well at Permian. We moved the ball, and then it's hard playing the same team 2 days later, because there's a competitive spirit in everybody where you hand it to them by 20-some points on a Thursday, and you play them again Saturday. There's a lot of pride that comes in. So just getting that win, we want to play better. But we'll take the win, because you look at scores all over our league and all over the country, and there's a lot of splits going on, and then there's also games where it's a 30, 40-point game the first night, and then that team actually wins the next time. So that's the difference with COVID, but that's what we're dealing with right now.
So is coach just taking it easy, or is he sending you guys texts?
Oh, we're in constant Zoom meeting and all that, where we'll have one at 1 o'clock today. We meet up every day at some point. We always did anyway, but there's text, there's everything. Everything's the same. We've all been together so long where I think he trusts us, but he knows what we're doing. We inform him the whole time, and when he can get back with us, it'll be back to normal.
Obviously, like you were saying, big game this last Saturday. JoJo Murray, man, he ended up passing Mo Cheeks on the all-time WT scoring list. How's he doing, and how's he feeling after that?
Well, the one thing is, he's feeling great. He's playing great. He's a great player. But when we're done, we're looking at this week ahead already, and we have 4 games in 5 days coming up. So we've got to get ready for practice and go. His accolades and everything, Tyson does just a fantastic job keeping everybody informed on it. It's something I didn't know about until after the game. And as great as it is for him, it's something that we'll talk about and we'll think about as the season ends, as his career ends. But right now, it's almost like he had a great weekend, and we're moving on, and we got Kingsville on Friday.
So it's the gauntlet, pretty much. You have Kingsville Friday, Saturday, then you have St. Ed's Monday, Tuesday. I mean, what problems or what is Kingsville? What are they doing so well this year? Because they've only lost 1 game.
They always, the one thing they play. You watch a team play, they play as hard or harder than anybody in the country, and they play 10, 11 guys, and you look across our league, and most teams are playing their 5 starters 30-some minutes and 2 guys off the bench. They trust their entire team, and they go. There is 40 minutes of relentless, very physical basketball team. So we have to be ready for that, and then you have St. Ed's coming in, and they can really shoot the ball. You don't look at it from the big picture. You take it, more than ever this year, you take it 1 game at a time, because Wednesday comes and we might not even have that game Friday. So right now, all our concern is Friday. When we get by Friday, we're going to get ready for Saturday. Then we'll have Sunday to prepare for St. Ed's. But even more than ever, you got to take everything 1 game at a time here.
Well, assuming every game will be played this week, 4 games in 5 days, that's a lot. You guys just a few weeks ago played the 3 and 4, 3 and 5. So how big a concern is fatigue going into the weekend?
It's a concern, and I said this after the game the other night. You look at it and you say, oh, we've got 4 games in 5 days, it's going to be tough. But then you look at it from your 10-year-old mindset. If you were 10 years old, wouldn't it be great to know that, hey, I got a game tomorrow, I got a game the next day, and then I get 2 more after 1 day off? And that's the mindset we want to look at it. All these guys played AAU basketball. That's all you did all summer. You woke up and you played ball, and that's the mindset these guys got to have, because 10 years from now, they're going to be like us and walking around, and they'll look back and say, this was the greatest time of my life, and we got to have that aspect in thinking right now.
Playing different teams in that short amount of time, how do you guys prepare? What do you guys do in practice to make sure you're ready for those squads?
A lot of it is keeping our guys fresh. I think this year more than ever we're watching more film, but today and tomorrow are really important days because as we get closer to the game, we'll taper some things off. A lot of the offenses in this league are the same. You got to be able to cover a ball screen, and you just got to know who's in that ball screen for people. So we focus a lot on how we do that, but we'll go after it today and tomorrow and then taper it off. So Friday we're fresh to go for 40 minutes.
Talk about Zach Toussaint. Came off the bench, scored career high 17 points on Saturday. I mean, in that first half, he's made 3 straight 3-pointers to kind of give you guys back the lead. I mean, what does he do for you guys?
Zach can, especially when you got Quay and JoJo and John L. He's got legitimate range 6 or 7 feet behind the three-point line, where the guy either has to cover him or if they help off, that's a legitimate shot for him, and he can get it off, and he can do what he did, where it was, I think we were down 1 or 2, and after 3 possessions we're up 7 points, and he has the ability to do that. For him to keep improving and doing that, he's still got to keep getting better on defense, which he is, and he's a great kid, but there's nothing he did on Saturday that we haven't seen every day in practice on him.
Just talk about his defense, because I mean he's short and he's put on some weight, but just talk about how he's got better defensively.
He's short, and teams really go after him, and he's getting himself where he's in the right position. The guys around him, that's where it's not just one-on-one defense. We got to have the help behind him, and everybody else has to know. But he's holding his own pretty good. When just like everybody else, his defense slips a little bit when he gets tired out there. But he's getting a lot better from when he came in a year and a half ago to where he is right now.